brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, Max Malone. Thank you also very much for tuning in. Today is a very beautiful day because my girlfriend just had her doctorate's defense and she freaking passed. So I'm a Mr. Doctor now. Mr. Dr. Malone. Doesn't it sound pretty freaking sweet? And that is why, to celebrate, we're playing a scientist kind of deck, because the Quandrix are like the scientists of the school. So here we are. Math is for blockers. But before we get into the deck, if you're new to the channel, we're almost there at our goal for 2,000 subscribers to the channel in not even half a year. So, help me reach the next big milestone. It would mean so freaking much to me. But enough yammering, let's get into the Quandrix hammering. So, this is a Dragon's Guard Elite deck, and this time I hope he will show up. Also, I just realized I forgot to put in the right lands. Oh no, well, we're playing Strixhaven lands today. So, Dragon's Guard Elite, very freaking sweet card. Never played on turn 2, because there will be Bonecrusher Giants. But what you want to do is to put down the Dragon's Guard Elite in turn 3, and then just use a Snakeskin Veil, because every time you copy or every time you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, you put a 1/1 counter on the Dragon's Guard Elite. And for 6, you can double the number of 1/1 counters on the Dragon's Guard Elite, which is so freaking good. And there will be some more janky shenanigans that I will be pulling off very soon. But this is a very nice card, and I really wanted to make it work before. It was really hard in my one deck because it didn't show up at all, but today I have a feeling we will at least see him once. So, let's try it out. Dragon's Guard Elite, very freaking sweet. And to power him up, we have a lot of cards, like the Snakeskin Veil in this freaking beautiful art style. You put a 1/1 counter on your on target creature, so that means that the Dragon's Guard Elite becomes a 4/4. The moment you play it and put it on Dragon's Guard Elite, and it gains hexproof until end of turn. So, if you are targeted by a Bonecrusher Giant or by a Skyclave Apparition, you just put the Snakeskin Veil onto your Dragon's Guard Elite, he becomes a 4/4, and the spell, the Bonecrusher Giant will just fizzle. They won't even be able to play the Bonecrusher Giant afterwards, and the Skyclave Apparition can't target him anymore. So, very freaking sweet. That is a very nice card that I absolutely want to try to make to work. And with the Dragon's Guard Elite, it is also very easy to get your Great Henge out very soon. So yeah, it is very freaking nice. For the rest of the deck, we have a lot of spells and a lot of creatures that you might already know. The Charge Through is a new instant. Target creature gains trample until end of turn. So if you put this on the Dragon's Guard Elite, you can get in for some tasty freaking damage. It is just so good. And you also draw a card. So let's say that your Dragon's Guard Elite is already a 6/6. You get in there, you attack, they block with a 6/6 or with a 5/5 or whatever, thinking, okay, I need to minimize the damage. You put the Charger down, it becomes a 7/7 with trample, you even draw a card. It is just so freaking sweet. And then we have 4 Lovestruck Beasts, because it's just a very good creature. And we have 4 Brazen Borrowers for the tempo game. And then we have 2 good old Comas, because we're also ramping with the Cultivate, so we can put down the Coma. And the Coma is a game finisher. It is my favorite serpent. Look at the Coma. So freaking good. I mean, you make it 3/3 every single upkeep. Yours, your opponent's, that you can tap those, sacrifice those, tap down your opponent's creatures. It is just so much freaking fun. So, those are the creatures. We don't have too many creatures. We have Dragon's Guard, Lovestruck Beast, Brazen Borrower, and the Coma. The rest of the deck is spells. We have 4 Frantic Inventory, my draw card of choice. I really love the Frantic Inventory. You draw 1, then 2, then 3, then 4 cards. Very freaking sweet. If you're getting milled and they mill some Frantic Inventories, even better, you get your value even freaking sooner. Then we have the Reject. And I freaking love this card. You counter target creature or planeswalker spell, unless its controller pays 3. So in the early game, this is so good. And if that spell is countered, you get rejected, you exile that spell. So freaking sweet. So if they're playing a rogue in turn 2, you reject it, they can never get it back. If they're playing a Lurrus, reject it, never getting it back. If they're playing, I don't know, the 4 mana 6/6 that comes in as a 12/12, you reject it, they can't even get it back. Or a Croxa, never getting it back. So good. Then another new counter spell in here. is the Decisive Denial. And either you counter target non-creature spell, unless its controller pays 3, so in the early game, once more, very freaking good. And a target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. So, and this is instant speed. Very nice. Let's say you have Dragon's Guard Elite out. He's already a 3-3 because it's turn 4 and you played your Snakeskin Veil maybe to protect him. They put down a, I don't know, a Bone Crusher Giant. You use the Decisive Denial, fight down the Bone Crusher Giant. Your Dragon's Guard Elite becomes a 5-5. Very, very good. Then, as I said, the Brazen Borrower, and the good part is that the Petty Theft also triggers the Dragon's Guard Elite. So if you're attacking in, before it blocks, you return that one creature back to their hand, Dragon's Guard Elite gets in for a lot of damage. Cultivates for the ramping, also triggers the Dragon's Guard Elite, and all of these counter spells as well, so whatever instant or sorcery triggers the Dragon's Guard Elite. Then we have the Lovestruck Beast, as I already said, very nice blocker against mono red decks, it is just so good. And the Heart's Desire, the little human that you create, triggers the Dragon's Guard Elite. I freaking love it. Then we have 2 Quandrix Command in here. It is a very nice card. I got to admit, I wasn't too sure about putting it in, but here it is. You return target creature or planeswalker to his owner's hand. You choose 2. Either you return target creature or planeswalker to his owner's hand, you counter target artifact or enchantment spell, so yeah, you can counter Sagas, and you can counter freaking Ambercleaves. Very nice. Then you put 2 1/1 counters on the target creature, and target player shuffles up to 3 cards from the graveyard into the library. The 4th part, questionable, but maybe you survive mill that way. I don't know, could be good. But usually what I'm doing is return the target creature to its owner's hand and put 2 1/1 counters on the target creature. And yeah, if you put him on the Dragon's Guard Elite, it will give him 3 counters because this is an instant or sorcery spell. And then we have to top it all off the Coma and 2 Great Hanges to have something to draw in the late game, getting some life back to hopefully survive the onslaught. So this is a tempo-based deck. Very, very fun. I enjoyed it very much during playtesting. I hope I can get some wins in for you guys to show you off how this deck works, what you can do with it. And yeah, land-wise, we have 6 Strixhaven Islands, 6 Strixhaven Forests, with 4 Bark Channel Tide Channel Pathway, 4 Vinglimmer Snarls, yes, I wanted to try it once more, and here we go, and 4 Fabled Passages. So, this is a very cool deck. It is the mathematician, scientist deck dedicated to my babe. Congratulations, babe. And yeah, I'm Matches Malone, and I will see you in those tempo games. Alrighty, we're up against Corrin with the 92. We have a nice hand. I like to keep that. Yes, thank you very much. So we will wait until turn 3, because I don't want this Dragon Guard Elite to die to a Bone Crusher Giant, which will absolutely happen. And sooner, oh, he's also mono green. Interesting. And he has these very beautiful lands. But we have the Strixhaven land, so forgot to put in, yeah, I forgot to put him in, and I only realized way too late. Way too late. So is he playing red? I can't take the risk. I really can't take the risk that he's playing red. Because if he puts down a red source here, we're freaking doomed. We are freaking doomed. Okay. He is. Okay, just as I freaking thought. He will steal something of ours. That's not the end of the world. And it was a land, so it really is not the end of the world. Because we now have the Dragon's Guard Elite. We even have another one, which is pretty tasty. And if he wants to attack in, we can just ambush him. Ambush him really good. If he uses the Bone Crusher Giant here, even freaking better. Come on, do it. Do it. Bone Crusher Giant, my Elite's Guard, I would love you to. I would freaking love you to do it. I have a Snakeskin Veil. Yes, yes. The Dragon's Guard Elite has a Snakeskin Veil now. And he's a big chunky boy. So, what you gonna do? Nothing. That's what I freaking thought. Okay. So, we could put down another Dragon's Guard Elite. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Because even if he has a Bone Crusher Giant here, we can just make the Dragonscar Elite a little bit bigger. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm missing maybe out on a land drop here, but worst case we have to cultivate. So let's see what he does. Another Bone Crusher Giant. Yep, but our Dragonscar Elite is just getting bigger and big. And he just surrendered! He just surrendered! Take that Bone Crusher Giant. Take freaking that. Dragonscar Elite. Oh boy, I really love this Dragonscar Elite. I really freaking love it. Him not being able to kill it. So yeah, you should, as I said, always play it on turn 3 the soonest, because of Bone Crusher Giants. We have another Dragonscar Elite in our hand. Really love to see that. Really freaking love to see that. So, we are putting down our Fabled Passage here first. And let us see what we're up against. Johns is the name. John Johns. If you get the reference, let me know. John Jones. John Johns? I never knew how to say it actually. I never freaking knew. Oh, it's mono white. Okay, are we up against the Venona deck? We will find out very soon. But the mono white gives me some hope that maybe we can put down our Dragonscar Elite immediately. I think I will try. Because I have all of these spells. The Reject, the Decisive Denial. So everything is still okay. If he puts down a Red Source now, I'm a little bit sad to be honest. If he puts down a Glass Casket, I would be equally as sad, but he does not. He does not. He has the Seasoned Hallowblade. That is kind of annoying, but only a little bit. Only a little bit, because we still have the Quandrix command, so we can return the Seasoned Hallowblade to his hand, make our Dragonscar Elite even freaking bigger. We have the Reject, we have the Decisive Denial, everything is still a-okay. And very soon we will be able to put down the Great Henge, thanks to our Dragon's Guard Elite. The Skyclave Apparition, I don't think so, my friend. I really don't think so. Yeah, that Skyclave Apparition needs to go. Immediately. Just freaking immediately. Is he attacking in? He is attacking in. Okay. Interesting. Pretty interesting. So. We still have the Decisive Denial. We still have the Quandrix command. So I will get in there. And I think I'm going to use the Quandrix command. I mean, there is a possibility that he might have yet another Skyclave Apparition. But if he doesn't, we're looking pretty good. And we don't have a Snakeskin Veil anyway. So yeah, getting in there for 6 seems pretty tasty. Next turn we can play the Great Henge and put down the Brazen Borrower. He does have it, or a Giant Killer. Yep, that is also a possibility. Okay, so our Great Henge Dream just died. Our Great Henge Dream just died. But hey, we're still in it. We are still in it. All we need to do is to return something to his hand, play our Brazen Borrower. Okay. Where are you putting the counters? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. So he's getting in there. That is fine. I think he's afraid of a counter spell here. He is not afraid of a counter spell. Okay. But the Seasoned Hallowblade really needs to go. It's getting too dangerous, too fast. We're getting in there with our Brazen Borrower. That is still a-okay. Another Decisive Denial. Not really useful here. But if he has something that annoys us, we can at least counter it, like maybe a hammer. Or the Basri Cat. Okay, that is something that really annoys me. Goodbye, Basri Cat. Goodbye. does he have here? Well, good thing that we have two of those. Good thing we have two of those. Holy smokes. Oh man, okay. Can we find something good here? I would be very happy about something real good here. Because this is getting really dangerous. Is he attacking him with both? He is. Okay. So now we have the Snakeskin Veil. So if he wants to target our Brazen Borrower, at least we got that going for us. And we can get some life back, which is also very good. But he's not. He's just putting down the Seasoned Hallowblade. Very sad. Very sad. Pushing his Giant Killer. I see. But I still think that we're just using the Snakeskin Veil. I mean, we're dead next turn if we don't. 5. Well, we're just dead. We are just dead. But we need to do our darndest here. Oh, we're not just dead. Like to see that. Really like to see that. Okay. So. We need to wait just a little bit with our Great Henge. Need to minimize the damage here. But if we can survive this one turn, we freaking live. We freaking win, which would be very nice. So let us see. I hope he doesn't have the hammer. He has the Skyclave Apparition. Come on. Really here? And another Luminarch Aspirant. Yeah, I mean, why the heck not? Why the heck shouldn't he have all things 2 times and we couldn't find anything? Could not find anything of value. Yep, we're just dead. We're just freaking dead. GG. Should have played the Great Henge, we would still be at 0 here. But hey. But hey. Alright, that was very sad. Very sad. He had all the Seasoned Hallowblades. Everything 2 times. Kusanagi. Kusanagi. Can you help me get a little back there? Okay. This hand doesn't look too promising. I mean, we're going first, but still, this hand looks way better. This hand looks way better. I think we're getting rid of the reject. And we are putting down our little token. Next turn we'll be playing the Fabled Passage for green. And we're putting down the Lovestruck Beast. We're up against mono red. Okay, we're not doing it yet. I need to have some lands. But the Great Henge is real good here. We are attacking in. I mean, why not? We aren't gonna block his Robber of the Rich anyways. Oh man, that last game. Freaking brutal. Okay, well, Frostbite away, my friend. 1 Frostbite less to worry about. And you can't steal anything here, so I'm still a-okay with that. Now we even have the Snakeskin Veil. And we have the Great Henge next turn. So, what you gonna do, my friend? Playing the Phoenix of Ash, I see. Okay, that is kinda good. Kinda good. We have another Lovestruck Beast. Like to see that. Freaking love to see that, to be honest. Getting ourselves another green. Putting down the greatest Henge of them all. Now we're putting down the token so we can attack in. Getting 2 life back. Seems very good. Yes, we're losing our 1 mana, but hey. But hey. So, let's just hope he doesn't have another kill spell for this. But we're a bit in the advantage here. He has a Torbrand. He has a freaking Torbrand. That is kind of annoying. But only kinda. We have the Quandrix Command. That is pretty sweet. And we are able to play it. And playing it we will. Playing it we freaking will. So you might think he's super safe here, but if he attacks in with everything, he's not that super safe. He's just not. He would kinda need to kill my little human here, but we will see if he's able to. He's thinking long and hard about what to do. And he's only attacking in with the Phoenix, it seems. Well, we will find out very soon, aren't we? Alright. That is kind of good. Also with the robber of the rich. Yeah, in that case we're returning the Phoenix, putting 2 counters on the Lovestruck Beast here. He can't steal anything from us because this triggers afterwards. And we're getting rid of this robber of the rich. I mean, he would need to give this 4 more damage, which is a possibility. It is a possibility, but I don't think it is realistic here. Realistic. Okay, couldn't do anything about it. Just could not do anything. Well, that is also kind of okay with me. So, can we win here? This is 6. 7. No, we can't. But we're still attacking in. We are still freaking attacking in. If he blocks here, that's just how it is. But we have a pretty good chance of turning this around. And turning it around we will. So if I play the Cultivate here, I still have 3 mana open, but is that enough for me? It is not enough for me. So I will not do it. No, I will not. Well, I can't be playing the Brazen Borrower and using it in the same turn anyways. So, let's get ourselves another blue and a green. Put down the green. Put down the blue. So, now at least we have something to do here. If he has another shock, he does. He does. Are we Snakeskin the Veil in here? I think that we are. I think we are. Because depending on what he does here, we can just turn this around real quick. The Fireblade Charger, okay. That is kind of bad, but only kinda. Is he attacking in with everything? Only attacking in with the Phoenix. And the Torbran. So, we are returning the Torbran to his hand here. Seems pretty smart. Now we have the frickin' Coma. This is so frickin' good. So frickin' good. And we're getting in there. I mean, if he wants to do anything, that is fine with me. But now we can tap down his creatures. He doesn't do it. He does not do it. Oh, the Coma was so freaking clutch here. So incredibly freaking clutch. Okay. And he surrenders to the power of the World freaking Serpent. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Good thing I ramped. If I wouldn't have ramped the last turn, I could have played the Coma. So we're 2-1, 2 for 1 right now. Feels good. Kotola, I'm sorry. I should be able to read. We are going first. We're missing land drops. But in the worst case, we can use the charge through. So let's try this. He's mulliganing, so we're up against an aggressive deck. My sound card died for a real second here, but it is back. Guess who's back? My sound card. Okay, so that is why I was like this for a second. So we have the Brazen Borrower, we have the Reject, we have the Decisive Denial, so I'm not too afraid of what he might do here. And we even found another land. Freaking perfection. We're not doing anything here. Let us see what he does. If he even does anything. Okay, so we're up against an ultimatum deck, but is he bone crushing away here? Oh, Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. I really don't think so. I reject that totally. Oh, Tybalt's trickery. Oh, Tybalt's trickery. So, now we even got to keep up our decisive denial here. Is he just surrendering? Let's give him the oops. He deserves it. He totally freaking deserves the oops. So, we're just keeping our decisive... He just left. He just left. It was a freaking Tybalt's trickery deck. Got what it deserved. Why are people still playing the Tybalt's trickery? Why are people still doing it? So we're not doing anything here. Just keeping up what we have. He has his own cultivate. Yeah, we're denying that. We're just denying it. I don't want you to have anything. Anything at all. So we're putting down the Lovestruck Beast here now. Getting in for some damage. I think we have a very good chance of winning this. Unless, of course... Oh, he found another cultivate. Not bad, my friend. Not bad at all. So now he has a lot of mana. Don't like that, but whatever he plays, we still have ways to go. So we're getting ourselves a green and a blue. Putting down the green on the field. Putting down the blue. So no matter what he plays here, we can just Brazen Borrower it. And if it's a creature, we can even just reject it. Yeah. Yeah. You're not doing that, my friend. You are not doing it. Okay, putting down another Heart's Desire. Putting down another Lovestruck Beast. So next turn we have lethal no matter what he does. He would need to wipe the board here. And I don't think that he can. If he has another creature, what's he gonna do? What is he going to do? Oh man. He really, really played it. And now no matter what he does, we win the freaking game. Yep, take that, Tybalt's freaking trickery. Oh my lord. No way, Jose, this is happening. Why, people? Stop doing that. Stop. Do you know how glad I am that we went first in that last game? Do you know how glad I am that we went freaking first in the last game? If we wouldn't have gone first, we would have maybe lost to a stupid Tybalt's trickery deck. Okay, the opponent's going first, but we have some nice tempo here. So let's just hope he's not it. Okay, he's not. He is not. So... he would need like the, you know, Luminarch Aspirant immediately. Yep. Yep. So we're keeping up our... yeah. We are keeping up our Brazen Borrower here. And then next turn we can play the Dragon's Guard Elite into a Snakeskin Veil. So that is very sweet. The Elite Spellbinder. I do not like to see that. So what will he name? I think it will be the Snakeskin Veil. Should be, or the Dragon's Guard Elite. But whatever it is, we're just returning the Speaker of the Heavens here. And that's pretty good. We still have the Decisive Denial, so he must make a choice here, which won't be easy. But I think it will be the Dragon's Guard Elite, to be honest. The Brazen Borrower. Okay. Interesting. I still have another one. And you're putting it on the Speaker of the Heavens? That also means he can't attack in this turn. Which is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet indeed. Yes. Okay, this is freaking perfection. This is indeed freaking perfection. So we are attacking in. If he wants to give up his Elite Spellbinder or his Luminarch Aspirant, I'm totally fine with that. Also, we need to kind of keep his life total down. Hope he doesn't have a hammer here. The Blade Historian. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Really not bad at all. So let me see. We use the snakeskin veil here now. Let me see what we can get. Another land. Okay. So we can now Brazen Borrower his Elite Spellbinder if we want to. We can also use the Decisive Denial if we want to. And I think that I want to wait until his turn. No attacks. We will see what he does here. We will just see what he does here. Putting it onto the Blade Historian, I see. Okay. So we're getting big and strong here. We can still block the Blade Historian, so I'm kind of okay with that. Kind of. I mean, that's the winning play. That was just a winning play. What the heck was that? Why did he just surrender? Was that too much to take? What? Alright. 4-1. What else do you want? Coma came in. Dragonscar Elite put in some real freaking work. The Reject put in some real nice work. I really like this deck. It was a nice change of pace. Playing these colors without red. Just going full on Quandrix. And math. In this case, maybe it's not for blockers. So let me know what you thought about the deck. I took some inspiration from one of my viewers. And yeah, John was his name on the Discord, so I don't remember his full name on the Ether Hub. But yeah, I changed the deck a little bit around, more to my playstyle, and that's what you should always do. If you copy a deck or you take some inspiration from somewhere, always try to adapt it to your own playstyle. And otherwise, you might run into trouble because you don't know how to pilot that stuff. So, it is a very fun deck, and I had a lot of fun playing it. If you've made it this far, you obviously enjoyed what you've seen. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, help me reach the next big freaking milestone of 2,000 subs in not even half a year. I would be so grateful. Also, there will be a giveaway once more as soon as we hit the 2,000. So yeah, if you want to participate, you better join the show. And join the Discord, leave a like, share this video with your friends, all the good stuff the algorithm loves. I'm Matches Malone, and I will see you tomorrow!